Christine, I'm sorry I didn't recognize you at first. You've changed. Why have you come to see me?
Well, it's a long story, but I'm sorry for coming here so unexpected and so late at night. You must have work tomorrow, don't you?
Oh, no. Your travels must have disoriented you. Tomorrow's Sunday. No work for me.
That's great.
Can I get you some tea or maybe coffee?
Oh, tea would be lovely, Nora. Thank you. Do you mind if I sit on your couch here while we wait?
Feel free to make yourself at home.
Thank you. Do you live here alone, Nora?
Oh, no. There's no way I could afford that. I share this apartment and it's rent with my friend Yvonne. She's not here right now because she's gone to go visit some family of hers for a few days, but she's due to be back on Wednesday. I'd love for you to meet her sometime. Here's your tea.
Thank you.
Now, tell me about your travels and your life.
Where to start? Gosh, my life, it's just such a mess now. I don't know. I guess start in the beginning. After you left, Nora, everything was a bit unsettled, as I'm sure you can imagine. I think Torvald was in shock, quite honestly. He walked around for days, hardly saying anything. He looked as if he hadn't slept or eaten at all when I saw him at work. He still looks at everything with these horrible, blank, empty, glazed-over eyes, as if he can't see anything in front of him anymore. It didn't take long for people to find out what had happened, of course, but that didn't bother him. He continued going to work looking like that, completely lifeless. It was pretty frightening, but he got his work done, and didn't hurt any of the employees, so we couldn't do anything. Talk began to circle about him concerning you, Nora, but people soon realized that there was no point in saying anything because of the state he was in. He's lost all his friends.
Poor Torvald. What about the children?
Well, I wouldn't know how they're doing emotionally, but they're still living with Torvald. And Nora, I think he's really trying to be a father. He can be seen walking with them, sometimes in the park, sometimes in the shops. He's still in his state, but he's giving an effort for his children. He really is. It's so sad. The smiles, he's obviously faking. He buys them anything they ask for, within reason, of course. But they too are affected by your absence. People can't help but stare. It's more out of pity than disgrace, though. He sent regular letters to me, asking where you had gone. He was so sure that I knew of your whereabouts, but as I wasn't exactly sure, I never responded to any of them.
Oh, I do miss them so. And Torvald, how horrible.
I'm sorry. Don't be upset, Nora. You seem so well off here. Tell me your story.
Oh yes. Well, after I left, it was hard, and I had nothing planned. I soon realized that to survive, I need to think fast.
I came here, to this town, as it was the farthest town that I could travel to on foot before I became too weary to go on. I arrived here in the early morning after having traveled for the entire night before. I slept in an abandoned shed I had the fortune to come across for the entire day and night following. When I awoke, it was morning of the next day. Very disoriented and hungry, I left my abandoned shed and headed towards town. I had a small amount of money, but definitely not enough to live off of. I bought some food for strength and began to look for somewhere to stay. I soon came upon a shelter for people without a home where I could stay for free. I was so grateful, and they were so nice there, and I ended up staying for a few weeks. Right away I began to look for a job and went and talked to the local college to see if there was any way I could take a few classes there without having to pay the full amount of tuition. After some discussion, the college decided that I could attend a few classes on a partial scholarship. Mind you, this did not mean I could be educated for free. I still had to find a way to pay the lowered fee. I then began working as a maid, or a caretaker for this lovely family, and over time learned how to cook, clean, and take care of children.
patience, I was able to learn how to work in a home and earn my wages. It was ever so satisfying, Christine. All through the day, I would care for these children, and then clean the house for my tuition money. And then at night, I would attend classes to be educated, and then I would return back to the shelter to sleep in the safety for the night.
Oh, it sounds so perfect, Nora, but what did you eat?
The shelter had an adjoining place where they provided some food, but I was also able to eat some with the children during the day. I was not living luxuriously, but I was independent, and I was managing. It was around this time that I met Yvonne. She was in one of my classes at the college, and we soon became good friends. I learned that she was looking for someone to live with and share the rent with. I jumped at the opportunity, of course, and we began living together here in this apartment. I take Sundays off, but Monday through Friday I attend school at night, and I work with the children during the day. On Saturday I'm also with the children, but I'm free for the evening.
So you're managing your money quite easily then?
For the first month or so, Yvonne had to help me with a few expenses, but now I've completely repaid her and we contribute to the rent and other supplies completely equally. I feel so free and responsible. But especially now that you've come to see me, I miss my children. I miss Torvald. I guess I've always missed them, but I just had bigger worries. In the back of my mind though, they've always been there. I've thought about contacting them, maybe just a letter or something, but I've decided that this is the best way. Maybe we can all forget about each other.
Oh, Nora, don't worry, dear. Maybe you still have a chance. Your life here seems so wonderful, and I'm ever so happy that you've had such luck and you've become so independent, but what if you finished your studies and then returned? Would that be so bad?
Return. I don't know. Oh, how selfish I've been. Christine, please tell me of you in Krogstad, of your job. What happened? How have you been? Please excuse my rudeness.
Don't worry, Nora, dear. My story is not nearly as interesting as yours, or as happy. But if you wish, I can tell you. So after you left, Krogstad and I began to see each other on a regular basis. He was ever so caring, and it was nice to have a man in my life once again. Everything was going so smoothly. We decided to move in together. That way, we could be together at all times, and we wouldn't have to pay so much unnecessary rent each month. My children were very fond of Krogstad, you know, and he was so sweet to all of us. He was working odd jobs, I believed, since I had taken his position at work, but I didn't think it bothered him. Apparently, it did. A few months after we all started living together, he began to disappear for a few hours every night, coming home angry with the smell of alcohol in his breath. We began having terrible fights. We fought and screamed at each other. Until that night, he was so drunk. He came home just before midnight. Drunk again?
No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
I'm upset.
What?
You're just upset that I have your job at the bank. You're upset that you have to go out every night and get drunk just to be like a man. You know, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of your foolishness, and I don't want my children around you, and I don't want to be around you, Krogstad.
Shut up!
After he left, I laid awake all night while my children slept, trying to decide what to do. The next morning, I brought them to Torvald's house and begged of him to let them stay there for a while. I promised I would return soon. He agreed and was very kind about it all. That's where they are now. And I'll be back for them, Nora. I will. I promised. I just wanted to come and find you first. I asked around and was able to find you eventually after some inquiry. Plus, you told me in what general direction you thought you'd be headed. And now I'm here. I'm here, Nora.
Christine, I'm so sorry for you. I've decided, Christine, I'm going to finish my classes. They'll be over soon anyways. Until then, you can stay here with me and Yvonne. Maybe you can come and help me take care of the children where I work. Or maybe you can come as a guest to one of my classes. Then you and I will go home together. I hope Torvald will be able to forgive me for what I've done, to him and my children. But if he can find it in his heart, then maybe we can give our marriage another try.
I know he'll forgive you. It's obvious to all of us that he deeply regrets what's happened between you two, and would do anything to bring you back.
And Christine, your children can continue to all live in Torvald's house with my children. You can as well, at least until we can make sure that you're all safe from Krogstad. Torvald and I can work to ensure that he can never touch you or your family.
No. I wouldn't want to be the cause of so much stress on your family, Nora. And are you sure this is what you want to do? Aren't you happy here?
I suppose, but honestly, I can't wait to be home again. I'll miss it here with Yvonne, and she'll have to find herself another roommate. But I'll come back to visit her once in a while, and I'm sure she'll be able to manage. For once in my life, I know exactly what I'm going to do. And for once, it's really what I want to do. I'm so glad you decided to come and find me, Christine. Without you, I'd have never... I'm just so happy. Really, living on my own was a great adventure. And now not only am I educated through the college, but I'm educated in the ways of being a mother and a caretaker. I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to try again. What do you think, Christine?
Sounds so wonderful, Nora. I'm so lucky to have such a friend as you. And I'm so proud of how you've changed over this past year. Thank you. Thank you, Nora.
You're reading it too fast.
Look at the top window.
Hold hands.
Not like that.
One.
Okay, yeah, I don't feel so normal. Like, and you can be...
Oh my god, I hate you!
I'm sorry!
Oh,
Very scary. That was a very... I can't do this!
no, you can't!
Where did we get?
What is that banging?
My stupid dad. What? No, stop. Where is he?
Okay, ready? Go. What are you doing?
Are we ready? So, why are the boys in here? Take the whole dang pizza outside. Demand every single night!
Oh, it's so good.
I don't need to be in this picture. Oh my god, my stomach is being big. Okay, stop. Off me, I'm stuck! I'm stuck! Steven, ow! My shoulder! Okay, both of you guys, please get up. Please get up right now. You guys,
Dude, you guys are naked.
I am about to get so freaking mad right now. Are you guys wearing clothes? Okay, you're still wearing your skirts, that's good. Can we please be right here?
If you guys can't do it, I'm leaving.
Are we ready? There, you don't have to say That's important. Dear God, it's just such a mess now. I don't know. I guess